This is for the guys. We need to be there for the women in our lives, the young girls in our lives, the women and girls we don't know who are not in our lives. And we have to show up for Harris and Walz and vote against the GOP, who are planning on a nationwide abortion ban. We can see the results of Dobbs that was overturned in 2022. The reports are coming in. 60,000 women, girls were SA'd in Texas that became pregnant and have to flee the state to get health care. Some of those girls and women will birth those their rapists' babies. The horror stories are really, really disturbing, as they should be, and they seem to be endless. So we have all the proof that this is a unmitigated disaster for the women and girls of the United States of America, who are now forced into positions to die if they become pregnant and have an ectopic pregnancy, if they develop sepsis and have to go to the ER, the ER will not treat them anymore. It's really, really despicable what is going on. And it's from the GOP and the GOP only. A lot of us look at the uniparty and we're like, oh, these guys are the same. This is where they're not the same. This is where Democrats and Republicans are very different. And the results are very, very bad. And we have to show up, because we're in this position, to get rights back for the women and girls of this country who have to get their rights back. And the only way to do that in this election is to vote against the GOP by a Harris and Walz vote. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm encouraging you to do in this video. We have to be there for the women and girls in our lives and abroad. This is no way to have a country where women and girls cannot get basic health care for basic things. And it's a punishment. You have to understand, this is a punishment. They're saying the ethos is if you get pregnant and you go through that hell of an ectopic pregnancy or sepsis or a stillbirth or whatever the horrible problem is, you deserve this. God has bestowed this upon you. These lunatics believe it is your destiny to suffer and die because you put yourself in that position as a woman or a girl. It is your fault. That's what they believe. That's what the GOP believes. And that is enraging, to say the least, that anybody, let alone tens of millions of people, can believe that women deserve any of this. It's maddening. It's sickening. It's beyond description. It's beyond any words I could ever use. The feelings I have about this. I hate to see people suffer. I absolutely hate this abusive, paternal GOP that's saying you deserve this chaos. You deserve this hellish nightmare experience just because you're a woman or a girl. That's pure evil in my view, and a lot of your views, because you're likely a good person, and I try to be a good person. Like this is a morality test like we haven't had in some time. But we have to show up. we have to show up for Harris and Walz. There's really no other choice. There's no other viable candidates. And I can talk for days about a rigged two-party system and, how the Democrats are horrible here. And listen, we have to deal with what's in front of our faces right now, okay? And we're looking at a nationwide abortion ban under a Trump presidency. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, these guys the GOP wants to dismantle the federal government. They want to repeal every progressive policy legislation for the past 100 years. And you know what? They'll do it. Their opening act was repealing Roe and Dobbs. That was their opening act. Repealing human rights for 180 million Americans as an opening act. You don't think this is going to get worse? You don't think they're going to come for your rights? Really? You're not this naive, are you? Because they do. They always do. You think you're safe. You think you're playing on their side of the ball. And next thing you know, it could be you and your rights. So why would anybody be trusting this party with their vote? I don't know. Democrats piss me off to no end. I have grievances that are endless with the Democratic Party. But this is such a no-brainer vote. I can't stress that enough. It's the biggest no-brainer vote in our lifetimes. To vote against unbridled Christo-fascism and their dark agenda for this country. It's mind-boggling anyone's on the fence at this point. Absolutely mind-bending to me. Anyways, I just need to breathe because I'm getting all revved up. All right, so let me know how you're doing in the comments. We'll get through this. I will talk to you soon.